You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. One of the things I experienced when I started going into the speaking world was that the more confident I got, some men, some women, but mainly men or masculine energy, they were trying to bring me down. So the more I would get strong, the stronger the people were trying to bring me down. And I mean, I've had it where, I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it on the podcast before, but I remember coming off stage once and I had a queue of people coming for me to sign the copies of my book and like come and like take photos with me. It was really, really amazing. And one guy actually came over and said, "Congratulations," and then slapped my ass.
What?
In front of the whole audience, right?
You there that did this to her. You're so lucky she's not Brazilian. Oh my God, if it was me, you will see. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I don't even know what would happen.
Yeah. Well, the professionalism I had to have, and in shock, to be honest. But the reason I'm saying that is because I think what I've reflected, it was a few years ago and I've learned a lot. And I think everything we experience is a lesson for a future story or way of inspiring people. But what I was curious to see is, have you ever experienced it where, because you are so, and that might be part of your Brazilian, your Latina, or it might just be your confidence. Have you ever had it that because you're so confident, you attract people that are almost like trying to bring you down and trying to like control you or keep that down?
I love this question. Honestly, I have to say I'm such a big fan of this woman. It's so good the way that she does that. Right. Can I do in two parts? So basically, I think that is in two different ways. Let's put in a social aspect. No, I actually think I kind of terrorize men a bit. No, you see a lot of looks. People don't get to talk to me. My friends say that I just make them scared. I don't know why. Like, I'm friendly, but I think that's because I'm quite confident. And I'm just, as I told you, I'm not flirtatious. I'm not the type of girl that you're going to be sitting somewhere with a boyfriend or without a boyfriend. I'm not going to be sitting somewhere and doing... Do you know what I mean? No, I'm in myself, for myself, with myself. So it's like I'm minding my business, basically. So I think that doesn't attract the wrong guys. You know. Another thing I think about this is your own energy. Your own energy. So there is this thing I saw on the internet the other day. A guy was saying that he knew two very beautiful girls from university when they were in school together. They went out together, and one of the girls, equally beautiful, equally stunning, was hit on by all this kind of like weird guys, very, very, scummy guys. The other one, equally beautiful, that didn't have one single person approaching her in the same night. And he was wondering why, but he knew why. The background of these girls were, the girl that was being hit on by all this trashy men was a girl that was not really healed. She was not in her own thing. She was having trouble. She was having problems. She was not fulfilled with herself. She was needing validation. And so she was very beautiful and confident, but she was still having some broken pieces, whether the other girl that no one was hitting on was 100% fulfilled and happy with herself. And she was in the moment, the best moment of her life. So I think that is pretty much what you attract a little bit, not always, of course, but it's pretty much what you are giving out. Like, you give us something and people kind of get it. This is in a social spectrum, I would say. In relationships, it's different. A lot of my partners were controllers and definitely had a little problem with me being escalating quite fast. Yeah, so you see how it's different. I think that out there, no, I don't attract the weird situations to me. Well, sometimes, because there is some people that are completely bonkers. But and in relationships, yeah. Another thing I saw on the internet, loved it. I love seeing these videos of psychological stuff and just psychology in general. And this guy was saying that the biggest victims. Thank you. My English just broke, guys, in front of the camera. The biggest victims for narcissists are women that are successful, empowered, communicative, strong. They like that. Because for them, it's thrilling to get someone like this and break them in the middle and put them into pieces. That's when they get strong. So women like you and me, we are the target of narcissist guys for relationships. And sometimes they are very good at what they're doing. So you don't think they are narcissists, because the narcissists do that. They go slightly into, they go, oh, there is a little brick on the wall here. Doof. Oh, another brick here. A little, oh, this one is a little bit out of place. Let me go in this little inch here. When you see your wall's down and you're on the floor and they left you with nothing. And the strong women like us is the ones that they like the most, apparently, seeing all these videos I saw. So yeah, it's really different. It's really different. The social part of things work, and the intimate part of things, it's like you attract different type of people. It's crazy.
And what experience have you had with that then?
Yeah, I did have an experience, of an abusive relationship, a person that didn't understand that I was growing really fast in my career, and that I wanted something and felt in competition with me, really, really put me down a lot. You're not that good. This is not happening. This is not real. This is an illusion. Oh, this is actually not that big. This is because of this, not because of that, just kind of retaliating me and putting me down in every single possible way. So I couldn't believe in myself anymore. Gaslighting is the most dangerous thing you could ever have in your life. Like, gaslighting is gross. And sometimes you gaslight and you just have to kind of like, oh, whoa, what am I doing? Because this can actually hurt the person so much. And one of the biggest tricks that narcissist people have is gaslighting. That's when they start getting your head. Yeah, I think that it's really complicated to be in an abusive relationship. Let's just clarify that people think that abuse is punching and, and taking blood out of yourself. Like, no, abuse is gaslighting, is putting you down, is diminishing you, is cheating, is betraying your trust, is verbal abuse. I think is the worst. Calling you names and putting you down, making you doubt of yourself, doubt of how beautiful you are, the way you dress, the color of your hair, the nature of where you come from. I had retaliation in situations of like, oh, you're so loud, you're Brazilian. I fucking hate it. Jesus Christ, stop talking. It's too much. Things like this. So got to a point that I started not wanting to be me. I was, scared of speaking my language in front of the person and feeling uncomfortable of being myself, which if you go out there, there's a lot of guys that think is really sexy. So it's really weird. It's one of them. Do you know what I mean? It's so yeah, being in an abusive relationship can bring you down in pieces. And sometimes it can end up really bad. So you have to kind of get the red flags and the warning signs while you can. The more you procrastinate it, the more you pretend you're not seeing, the more you are away from the door to actually get out of it. Because once you're in and the narcissist ate your head, you actually, you're fucked, basically. Sorry, but you are,
Yeah.